you resonate with things that are aligned with you, with your path. And it took some time. It took some time for me to explore it in a different way of me, like being a channel. I got in contact with Peter and we started working, and everything started evolving really fast. In a few sessions, everything was like accelerated 10 times.
Intergalactic beings of multi-dimensional realities. Welcome to channeling.
Your words are perfectly beautiful, and I am very thrilled to be here and to explore this opportunity with you and to see what messages will come and guide us onwards on our journey.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you all who are here, insight and beyond sight. And we are so grateful that we get together to play. I call this soul play. We get to jump in and we get to experience ourselves in brand new ways. And I want to welcome you to channeling. I'm welcoming Teo Miljenović. Did I say that right?
Pretty much. It's difficult in Croatian. It's spelled Miljenović, but
Miljenović.
Teo is quite fine.
Teo, yes.
Yes.
You know, we're getting really exotic today. We're jumping across the world, and I love that we can do that because we have the power to do that. And so we're jumping in with Teo today. Teo, recently, I should say recently, but of course everyone leads up to this. In 2016, he really started getting into kind of this studying about all these spiritual topics, and it led to finally him saying, heck, I'm just gonna go for it. Jumping in 2022 for really truly being trained as a shaman and getting a master practitioner in energy medicine. And as he was doing that, he opened to channeling. Voila. And this is something that's really beautiful. I had an opportunity to listen to you channeling Annika, the Pleiadian, and I have a strong, beautiful connection to Pleiadians, and the energy was just beautiful, and I loved it. And first of all, I just wanted you to start out telling us how that opening occurred for you and what your experience was.
Yeah. It's quite a journey. Well, where from to start? I would like to say that majority of my life, I was kind of in between questions. What is the thing that I need to do? I want to do. What is my like a passion? What is something that I would like to do for the rest of my life, or one segment of my life, but being fully fulfilled with the action of doing it. And the journey it took some time to finally get to the point that I found this passion, something that I do with full my heart, with just being filled with love and peace and this beautiful energy when you are doing it, making an action in this physical world. And kind of the channeling came at last, last bullet, last point in this
Mhm.
journey, but I see it just as one step that is going to lead me to future steps, future realities, synchronicities that will come. So I would say that the journey just started.
Yes, I can understand that. But sometimes, it opens and you're like, oh, okay, this feels natural. Like this feels like it's just been waiting for me. That's what happened for me when I opened. It's like, oh, this has been waiting for me all along. How
Yeah.
did you feel when you opened up?
Well, it's kind of my first, let's say, revelation was it came after I quit my corporate career, and synchronistically things started occurring because when you close one door, the other opens. You start walking the different path, and the reality forms itself in that way. So it all started with these synchronicities happening, and then I went to this shamanic school, let's call it, with Alberto Villoldo, and it was quite a journey. And afterwards, it came channeling. But this moment, then, when I started making actions, started practicing, so not theory, it was all practice, and working with people. These were, I would say, like a first things that kind of evoked a feeling. I can't describe it with words, but you're filled with aha moment. This is what I was waiting for. This is something that I truly see the purpose of me doing it, and it doesn't matter how much time it takes. Is it 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours? Is it free or is it paid? You just love a simple act of doing it and being in the process, and it's amazing. It's really amazing. And afterwards came channeling, because I was always intrigued with channeling, hearing messages from Bashar, from Abraham, but I never stepped out of the comfort zone and took this part to explore it for myself. It was nice hearing these messages, and I resonated with that. It was very
Yes.
interesting because it was very powerful, transformative, and this was also part of my journey, discovering myself and new paths for myself. Also, these channeled messages from Bashar, mainly Bashar, I would say, in when I started to opening and to widen my vision. The
I think,
messages,
Teo, I think both of us are fans of Bashar. Maybe we should
yeah,
start a little fan club here. We can do a fan club for Bashar.
yeah, but you resonate with things that are aligned with you, with your path, and it took some time. It took some time for me to explore it in a different way of me, like being a channel. And it also came synchronistically. I got in contact with Peter, and we started working, and everything started evolving really fast. In a few sessions, everything was accelerated 10 times. But
Now,
actually,
if any of you don't know who Peter is, Peter Dennis, I had him on as a guest my last season of Welcome to Channeling, and he works with people who are interested in developing their channeling abilities, and he is a great connector. So, if any of you are wanting to step out and step into this world, he is really someone who you can connect with. And of course, also people can connect with me and other people who channel, who can help assist them in opening and kind of creating more of an easeful environment so that you can open up and feel comfortable. So continue, Teo. I wanted to just have you finish up, and then I wanted to jump into a little bit of play today. So go ahead and finish up that when you opened up with Peter.
Yeah. Actually, it was all going very fast, but actually, when I think about it now, it was going at fast at that moment, 2-3 months ago, but the preparation already started many years ago, but I was not aware of it. And this is why it evolved in this fast way, because it was already playing in the background, and now it was like a point then that it can be manifested in this way of channeling. In vocal vocabulary, and it was a feeling really interesting. Just pure love. That's all. Yeah.
Pure love. That that was my experience opening up to channeling. It was devastatingly beautiful and undeniable. I'd never felt love in that way before, and it just kept on coming through. And it kind of, even now, feeling into it, there's tears that come, and just, it was so beautiful. And I guess that's one thing that I can encourage people and say, what's all of you is pure love, and that's what's wanting to come through, is that. And when you say yes, then your life changes. It is very different. And of course, you hear people say this, you can't go back. I mean, why would you? It's such a beautiful, beautiful experience. So I wanted to reach out. For some reason, I just imagined myself reaching out to you and holding your hand for some reason. And I was wondering if Annika wanted to come through and speak a message or an introduction. And there is a Pleiadian here on my side that wants to come through. So we might have a discussion with each other, both of us channeling. So here we go. Annika, if you want to come through and speak, then let's do this thing.
Yeah, let's see what will happen. Well, hello, dear Gwen.
Why, hello there. I am here, but another is in attendance with you, Annika, and I am pleased to be here and feeling the love that is available here.
Yes, I am very honored and thrilled to be here with you, to share this moment and to spread the message of love throughout all the world and the universe.
I am pleased to be here as a receiver and a messenger as well. The one who is stepping forward wishes to honor you in love and light. This presence feels to be masculine in nature. Would you desire me to voice through this Pleiadian entity?
However you wish, I am fine with everything.
Hello, I am here, I am here, I am here. I am of the household of Pleiadian. There are many households, but I am here. I am here in honor of the work being done here, the work of love. I am here in a support, in a way of directing and opening doors for those here to see into new opportunities in their life. I thank you, Annika, for your attendance here, and I offer myself in love to this conversation which will open between all of us here.
Yes. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for your presence. Your energy is beautiful, and I am very thrilled to be here and to share some insights in this conversation. So, yes, I am here also.
And we honor you. Thank you. I, as the one speaking, representing many a household, I wish to draw out a question for all here. And Annika, you may bring your insights and your beauty into this question. The question here is, how do we trust ourselves to fully open new doors in our life? This is the question that we have here, for there are many who are looking and attempting to do so, but it is as if they don't know where the handles are to open the door. So we invite in the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions and motions. Annika, how would you share about this?
Thank you for the question. It is truly important one, and I would like to share the insights and the wisdom from my side, but also from the all Pleiadians. So it is very simple. Love is the answer to all. Love is the key to transformation. When you feel love, the transformation is happening, the transformation is present. Trust your heart. Your heart is the center of your being. It always knows the path of your soul, the path of your journey. It never mistakes. It is always guiding you. It is always showing you the way for your transformation, for your growth, to beautiful experiences you choose with each action you take. So just hear it, hear its voice, its emotion, its love. It is always here with you, this big drama that is connecting both the physical and spiritual part of you. It is very important to listen to it, to hear its beats on a physical level and its emotions as a messages on a more spiritual, energetic way. So when you listen to your heart, when you follow its guidance, you open the gates to beauty. The transformation accelerates and your reality changes because the vibration you are in forms or attracts the reality that comes to you or that you perceive that comes to you. So just listen to your heart and do not fear. The brave ones are those who acknowledge fear, but nevertheless, they take action. Action from the heart. Action that is always based on the purest intention, pure love. So, when your actions are coming from love, are coming to create peace, then there is no space for fear, because love transforms everything. It washes away everything, all fears that come from the mind, from the ego, they wash away. So my message is, open your heart when you hear its voice, and it's a practice. As you can practice your muscles, you can also practice hearing the voice of your heart, the guidance that it brings you from your soul. We can call it a messenger from your soul. So listen to its voice and bravely take action. And by bravely, I mean acknowledge fear, but still make this action. And as much action as you take following your heart, the fear will diminish, will lessen its impact on you. And this will become your new reality because your vibration will change. And when your vibration changes, your reality changes. Everything changes as your vibration changes. So, this is the message I would like to share with you. Pure love and heart. Let it guide you. Let it guide you on your journey. And make it a beautiful journey of different experiences. And look with each synchronicity that comes to your way with the eyes of love, eyes of beauty, because it is all happening for you. It is happening for your journey to continue, to expand. It is all happening for you, for your benefit. Listen and follow your heart. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Annika, for sharing this beautiful love, this beautiful medicine, this beautiful light. We wish to share and use this as a tool, an experience for all. If all who have been listening sat and simply listened with their heart, they may have an experience similar to that which Gwen had experienced, for she has been in what would consider much doubt of her ability to love, much doubt of her knowing that what comes through her intuitively is of divine nature, is what would ultimately be a blessing for her. So in this doubt and this pain which comes from these thoughts of separation, of self-doubt, that was being held over the heart of her, one might say. And so when she went to her heart, she could feel this pain. And so we thank you for saying it is okay to feel this pain. But what is not this pain is your pure heart. It is a recognition beyond this pain of what you truly are, of your oneness. And both may be seen and known together in this field of love, which you are. You are the field of love. And so, as you hold them and allow the movement, allowing your heart to become the door, just as you have spoken of love, your heart may become the door. This was the experience that Gwen had as she listened, as she felt things soften, as she felt the ache of her pain, of wanting to change things, to diminish, and the part of her which was ever present and available to move simply opened, and love was the door. So she felt a freeing within her system, that she did not have to carry that self-doubt with her, she could move through the door through love. And so therefore, as she did so, as you said, take action in love, she simply asked, what action would love take? The love that was deep within her, that had all knowledge, had access, who was sure. There was nothing to doubt. And as she did so, she imagined a new door opening and feeling free to act, to take action. We are pleased for this interaction between us all, for we are here to provide what is considered medicine, insight for people who are attempting to be with themselves and know how to, what is considered, free themselves from many things such as self-doubt, pain, and suffering. As you do so, you will find ways to relieve these tensions within your body, these tensions which have said, you are not whole, you are separate, you are lost, and you must do something in order to feel loved or be loved. The love is here always, and you get to choose your action and your world as you step forward into it. Do you have other words that you could share along with this, Annika?
Yes, few more words. When the turmoil happens, when you are in a, let's say, chaotic place, when everything is so dark, so contrastive, then the best way to center, align yourself, is to find the point of peace. And there are many, many tools and techniques that can help you to find peace, because when emotions are wild, then you cannot see so clearly. It is like a fog that is all around you. And at that moment, just become aware of it. Become aware of this contrast. Become aware of what is happening. This is the important step. This makes everything else possible, makes everything else possible to change when you acknowledge this moment. And when you find yourself in that moment and you acknowledge it, then you can transform it, then you can change it by coming to peace. And you can use different techniques. But remember, most important aspect of you being here alive, something so simple, so rudimental, but so important, and that is your breath. It is very important for your physical body, but also for your energetic. Because when you focus on your breath, when you breathe, and you are in that moment present, you can find the point of peace. And when you find peace in front of your eyes, in your heart, then you see clearly. Then it's much easier for you to change the vibration. It is much easier to see other possibilities. And with each possibility that comes, that after you find that peace, it will guide you to a better vibration. And this is the point when you can change direction of your path you are walking on. So, whenever you feel overwhelmed, lost, just acknowledge it. This is crucial. Acknowledge it. Become aware of it. And use whatever tool, whatever technique resonates with you. Breathing, meditation, cold showers, it doesn't matter. These are all tools. Tools to come to assist you in becoming present at this moment, because this is all that exists. It is now. Your past and your future is not present. Present is here and now. And when you find that peace in your body, in your mind, and in your soul, your connection with mind, body, and soul comes aligned, comes centered, then the possibilities and synchronicities align and come to you in the most beautiful way, on the vibration that sometimes cannot be even described with words. So, yes, come to peace, come to the center of your being, come to heart. And from that point of peace, make actions and take action. Become aware of your intentions, because intentions are also very important for creating your lives, your realities. Be aware of your intention, because after each intention there comes an action, and when your intentions are not based on love, it will not bring peace to you. Take actions, and we cannot, and I cannot by myself stress this enough. Take action or actions that bring peace to you. Before you take action, just see what lies beneath, what kind of intention lies beneath this thought that comes into your mind. Is it something that will bring you peace or discomfort? If it brings peace, it comes from your soul, it comes from your heart. Take that action. If you see that is not bringing you peace, it will not bring you peace when you take this action, then decide not to take that action, but to act from the heart. And it might be difficult at first, but as much as you do it, it becomes much more simple. It becomes natural. It reprograms your entire field, and your habits, your actions, your thoughts, everything changes. So beware and become aware of the intentions before you take actions, and take the action that will bring you peace, because peace is priceless. It is important for your life of beauty, life of abundance, life you can't even imagine at the moment you are currently in. So, yes, just act from peace, with love.
I thank you for that sharing that beautiful sharing. Isn't it interesting how we wished to speak about breath, and the words did not come, but they came through you? For what is meant to be shared is shared. And we desire to continue to speak a little bit more on that which you have shared, for it is beautiful. We wish to speak about this breath which you spoke of. Breath being a coordination that occurs in the lungs, but also being connected to the heart. The muscles, the lungs themselves, the inflation and deflation are also connected to the heart. And as you breathe, this breath encourages a movement and the ability to open the heart even further. Be aware of this, for this is a powerful tool. You may not wish to follow someone else in what they are saying to do according to this. If you are sensitive, if your body is sensitive, but the further you listen, the further you are aware of your body, and you allow the breath to open in new ways and guide you and help bring you into this space of peace, of equanimity, you will then have a power, an empowerment which is critical and a part of you being able to hear what this peace says. For there are many of you who are dedicated in love, who have an idea of what is right and wrong, who hold on to these things and say, it should feel good for me to do this action. But as one sits deeply within themselves, they then can ask, what is it really for their soul to do in love? And it may look completely different as to the program that is quite in front of them. But we do not say this in order for you to throw away or push against all that you are near, for there is a reason why it is near you, but simply open it up in gentle ways by taking new action, by seeing into the new things that you may do within the place that you are. And as you do so, you open that new doorway. You open yourself to a new reality and to new possibilities. This is an encouragement for you to enter even deeper into the experience of yourself. This is what we encourage with Gwen, for this is quite the journey to be able to combine all these different aspects, acknowledging each one in order to have a true aligned experience. And we are simply saying, you can go deeper and deeper, Gwen. And many of you who are here may go deeper and deeper, fine-tuning yourself and your awareness as you do so. And as you do so, you will be blessed. You will walk a joyous, perhaps simple life, perhaps even more active life, but it will be of authenticity. And you need not choose to do all those things that you did before that bolstered up your sense of self-esteem, that helps you feel right or righteous, or that you were on the right path. This is a very tricky thing. We are here splitting hairs, as you might say, but there is a saying that you must pass through the eye of the needle. These are delicate, delicate things, and we encourage you in whatever phase you are in. We encourage you and say, as you are with yourself, acknowledging your wholeness and oneness, fine-tuning these things, you are offering a great gift to the world and to all beyond it and all within it. And we say this in congratulations, for if you are here listening, we know you are in this process. You are in this fine-tuning. And as you tune, your song will be heard. and we sing together. This is the message I would give today. And we encourage a new topic, but we also encourage to take a break for Gwen. Gwen could use some water in her system. And we thank you, Annika, for allowing us to have this conversation. Is there anything lastly that you would add to this?
Thank you for sharing your beautiful messages and love. Thank you for this. I would just like to share one final thing, but we can talk more because time is time is something that can be topic of its own. The message I would like to share is that you are all beautiful souls. You are all unique. You all have gifts. And you can all find your passions. You can all live your lives fulfilled. And when you start your journey of how now it's called awakening, listen to yourself. Let your heart guide you and take actions that resonate with you, because your heart is the only that knows what actions you need to take, because it is your path. Don't listen to anybody. You can listen, you can hear, but take actions that resonate with you, with your heart, with your soul. Because you are on your soul's journey. It is journey of your soul. And live the journey of your soul. So just open yourself, open your heart, listen to it, and let it guide you. Let it guide you through beauty, but also through the contrast, because in the contrast, you grow the most. It is there for a reason. It is there for a reason. And when you see beauty in the contrast that is happening to you, or that is happened in the past, then your transformation becomes even stronger, even deeper. This is something that I would like to share with you. Listen to yourself and listen to the voice of your heart that is filled with love, that is always here, taking beats after beat for you and transferring the messages of your soul into your body through emotions, guiding you further on through the path of your soul, the path of transformation. Yes, this is my message.
Thank you. We may come back now. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Welcome to channeling.
Yes.
That was really fun. I don't know that I've done that before. That both of us have actually been channeling at the same time before, and that was really fun to do. There's more I would like to discover and to jump into, but we are at the end. I think maybe it will be. I loved how you talked about passion before, because passion is really what led you to where you are, and I think I'm on a journey of allowing that passion to come out a little bit more in my body and my system. Even as I speak about it, I feel this presence of just fear. There's this fear that, and who knows when or where or how it becomes established in our system. For me, I have a sense of certain experiences which helps congeal that, that sense to me. But I think there's something beautiful that gets to be shared about our passion, so that this wall can come down a little bit even more for me. This is me. This is me requesting my own medicine. Look at this.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful, and I really deeply resonate with what Anneke is also talking about, and that is like a crucial step is to become aware, and you are aware. You are aware that something is out of balance. Something is here that is troubling you. Something is kind of blocking you to continue with your wings spread and just
Yes.
to fly and soar through the air. And this is crucial moment. After that, you can change it. And when I was searching for, let's call it passion, but it was like, what is my mission? What I should do? It was a big question, and it took years and years and years for finally it to come.
Yeah.
And when you look at it, that you have all life, it doesn't matter if you have 50 or 20 years or 60 or 70. You can live the rest of your life if you find this something that drives you. You can live even this last 1 year if you have more than you have lived 70 or 80, 90 years before. So it's never late. But
Yeah.
usually when I was on a journey of discovering this, you get these like thoughts coming. When will this happen? It's not happening. Why, when? And as soon as you relax and you just perceive the moment you are in now, because you are in control of the moment now, you define what will come and what has been when you are here. And when you change here and now, then everything changes. The past, but also the future. And just take one step at a time, and never think that it's late. And this was a big thing for me. And I'm still learning this. I'm still learning, because every now and then comes this thought, when will it happen? Why it's not happening? If everything happens at the right time, when you are ready, when it needs to happen, when you take actions, and when you start making different actions, your reality will look different. And each step out of the comfort zone, this brave step that you take, talking about it, becoming aware, and finally making a decision to change whatever it's bothering you, it will change when you make a decision. But if you stay at that point, okay, I have acknowledged it, but you haven't changed anything in your daily life or actions you are making, because your actions form your like physical reality. And when you change your actions, you change your vibration, and when you change your vibration, your reality changes. So it's pretty simple, but it's very complicated also at the same time.
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
And I'm being here listening, and I'm feeling a part of this, sensation of that feeling of the block, I guess you could say, of, what it is, and there's ache and there's emotion there, but being with it in love is a beautiful thing. It kind of starts to melt, I guess you could say, but the the interesting thing is, to see is like, in what part of the process does it stop, or do I feel the block, like, because the process is there and it's great, but if there's something stopping it from really becoming enacted, I guess you could say, like, it's one of those things, and I'm being here with myself, and the word that comes to me literally is self-doubt. And self-doubt has been used in a tool for me to separate myself from true alignment, I think, often. And so this is an interesting thing to walk through, allowing myself. Oh God, I'm just here with this. This is so interesting. I had not seen that before. That I have chosen the sensation of self-doubt, feeling like that it was a way to save other people, to help them not be hurt. That if I doubted myself, that was planted very young, that I would stop myself from taking an action that would hurt someone. Right?
As you were speaking, I could feel your words, and it is something that is deep. It is something that is deep, and I feel it. I see it. It is something that is from the past, but not this life. It is something from one of your past lives, a traumatic event that kind of, in shamanism, it's called like it derailed your destiny or your path, just to preserve the pure love that you are. And but the good thing is that when you bring it to the surface, when you see it, when you feel it, when you're aware of it, everything can be changed. And the love, it doesn't matter which tool, to be honest. Is it shamanic? Is it channeling? Is it breathing? Is it whatever? Just know that you can transform everything, and you can form your life and your reality beautifully when you open your heart, when you listen to its voice, and bravely take these actions that are sometimes hard to take, because they take us really far outside the comfort zone. Even this conversation is, for me, it's one very small but big step out of the comfort zone. All this channeling also was the energy medicine shamanic way. But each this step, when you take it, then you perceive that your doubts, your thoughts that came based on fear were just dissolving. They don't exist, because you see that nothing really bad happened. And you said self-doubt, and I encountered this.
That's something that's happening right now. I'm literally feeling it dissolve, because it's like when I'm in attendance with it, and I don't know that I necessarily have to know exactly all the details of the history of what it is, because part of me is like, do I need to? I don't know, because I'm feeling it, and I've just been telling it, I'm being present with it and saying, all right, this occurred and perhaps out of necessity, but it's okay now. It's all right now. It doesn't have to be this way now. You don't have to do this anymore. It's okay now. And I'm feeling some of that melting that you're talking about, you know, as I'm present with it and acknowledging.
Yes, and it's one beautiful part of this process is when you can get to the point that the darkest contrast that happens to you, it can be very, let's say, bad, dark things in your life. When you can get to that point that you can see it with different eyes, with like observer from another perspective, with gratitude that it happened, when you can see it that it brought you something, not just bad things, but also something that determined your next actions, and it came for a reason. And when you can see beauty in that, however it is dark, however it is difficult, then you can kind of let it go. You can come to peace. You don't hold anymore to that, and you can just release it to its destiny, to the Pachamama, to the spirit, whatever we call it, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And just let it go, and you are then coming into peace. And it is beautiful to experience it, and everybody can do it. It's we all have ability. We all have ability to do miraculous things. We just have to find what is this, let's call it passion. What is this that is driving us the most? What is this that when you are doing it, you are filled with energy, you are joyful, you feel this joyful energy, you just want to do it and just enjoy it and be present, just doing it. And when you do it, the time doesn't exist. It just, your whole day just passed, and you are not aware of it because time is very relative. It's just,
You know, this talk of passion, I love it. And I feel like passion is such an important thing. And even when I was much younger, when my children are grown up and off on their own, but when they were little tiny, there was something that was really strong within me of really supporting them and finding their passion. And I was so glad that that was, for some reason, so set inside of me that I felt that needed to happen, because I feel it helped them through a lot of difficult times, you know, as a teenager and as they were growing up, that I saw them turning to that and developing that passion and being invested in that passion. And it made such a difference in their lives. I just think, I don't know, that it's such a key element to us living, truly living. So I'm loving that we've had this discussion about that. I'm feeling like there's some little thing that we get to do to just cap this off. The little cherry. What would Bashar say?
don't overcomplicate. It is so simple.
Don't overcomplicate. What are the steps?
Easy ones, but also do always, at each moment, do what brings you the highest passion, and do it as long as it brings you passion. When you lose like a joyful feeling for doing this, then just listen to your heart, listen to your inner voice. I call it heart, but it's your inner voice, your gut feeling, whatever you call it, doesn't matter. Listen to it. And these small actions, when you follow this part of the heart, the way of the heart, however we call it, They form the vibration you are in. And when you align with the highest vibration, then you attract, or your reality can only be on the vibration you are in.
Yes, that is simple.
And yeah, but it's also very challenging, because you a lot of people, and I was in the past very much like that. Now it's all changing and transforming, and it still is. This path never ends. It is just the path that is going on. And you start overthinking, you start too much involvement of the mind. And when you are just starting out, when there is a lot of this energy, like blocked energy that is in your system, I call it like programs that are not benefiting you. It is the programs that we inherit from the community, from our parents, grandparents, school, faculty, whatever. It is all forming us, our structure of definitions and beliefs, as Bashar says.
Yes.
And we just live by these rules that we kind of like a sponge, we took in and never thought about it. If it's we never questioned this, a lot of
Yeah.
these things. But when you start when you start thinking, when you start to kind of awakening,
Yeah.
broadening your vision, your look at things, then you can find the beliefs that are kind of not for your highest good. And also there is a lot of beliefs and definitions that are good for you. For you, yes. For me, myself, I have some beliefs that are maybe okay for me, good for me, but are not universal. For somebody else, that maybe they are not so. And when you start like picking these definitions, beliefs, and they come to surface, and as much as you clear these programs, beliefs, whatever we call it, in its essence, it's all energy. It is all energy that is on different vibrations, either physical or energy level, like non-physical. When you start clearing it out of your system, then new things can come in, because when the glass is filled with water to the top, then whatever you put in, it cannot get in. you
Yes.
you
Yes.
have to drain it a little bit. You take out this garbage, this sludge from the bottom. In
Yeah.
shamanic way, usually it's described like a dark energy is like a sludge that is very, the texture is not very nice. You want to clear it. You want to clear it. Yes, you want to clear it. And techniques, tools, use whatever you find and you resonate with. And when you clear it, you become lighter. You can also come to the vibrations that are higher much easier, because you are changing, you are making actions, you are changing your structure, you're changing your program, your main program, composed of many little programs like definitions,
Yeah.
beliefs. And when you start changing it, it all changes, but it is a path. And sometimes we all want to do it like this. We want to change everything. When will it happen? I want it now. And you have lived with something that is in your system for maybe 30, 40, 50, 60 years, doesn't matter. And you want it now. But
Yes. Yeah.
it's a journey.
But it's a
It's a
journey. It's a
journey.
path. Yes, it's
It's
a
a path.
path. And
Yes.
I love that. I mean, this is us jumping into shamanic stuff, and not just shamanic stuff, but this is kind of the spiritual path all over the world. I mean, you go to Buddhism and they talk about, the cup being full, and you have to dump out the cup. There's all kinds of beautiful stuff that's here in those. I feel like this is almost like a trailer to us coming together again, Teo, and really kind of stepping into it, because my book, Our New Story, which I channeled, and I'll put a little visual of it up here. I mean, it goes in and it talks to how we invest in things, and And there's beautiful, beautiful processes that have come through me from my guides about how we can unwrap our ideas and help free them from each other and those energies and offer them up for transformation. And I mean, there's a lot of play that we could do. I think this would be really fun to meet again and maybe walk through a few things together, show some examples of how people can do this, because it is a delicate work. For some people, they might catch on to it and it's like, boom, okay, blah, blah, blah. But I have found that my being, there's a lot of complexity to me, a lot of layers. And so I think that would be really fun. And if you're up for that, Teo, like,
Yes,
let's
of
have
course.
another time and we can talk about that. And before we leave, though, I wanted to say thank you, and thank you to Annika. And I feel like we'll have more meetings together. But also, I just wanted you to tell people how they can get in contact with you and what you might offer for them, because you have been blessed with a lot of beautiful information, a lot of beautiful tools, and the intent of your heart is pure and it's in alignment. And I would love for people to be able to find you who feel a connection and could use some assistance.
Yes, well, thank you for this opportunity. I enjoyed your conversation between us, and the channeling with you and me together. It was unexpected, but when you don't have expectations, beautiful things can occur.
Yes.
As for my part, I am mostly focused now, or majority of my work is based on energy medicine, so healing. It is based on shamanic principles. I have a website. It's wayofaheart.com. There's also all contact forms there. So whoever resonates, needs to wants to contact, wants to chat, have a session, doesn't matter. If you feel invited and you resonate with something, there is a reason for that. So take this step out of the comfort zone, send email or not. It is your always decision. Just follow your heart and do do what it tells you. That's the most important thing. It doesn't matter from whom it comes. Is it from me, from you? It is important that you walk your path, and this is the only way to transform your life.
Yes. Thank you. And I think this is beautiful. One thing when I started this podcast was, this is my offering. I'm knowing that anyone at any time, whether I'm asleep or whatever, they can find this video and they have a question in their heart. They can find this video. They can hear the words that maybe they're meant to hear for the moment. Teo, I thank you so much for being my guest here on Welcome to Channeling. And I look forward to having more playtime with you soon.
Yeah, likewise. And just to add on to this beautiful final words you said, I feel deeply, for long time, that the biggest thing that I can offer to the world is just acting from heart, just acting from love, and from my experience, because not theory, just practice. What I have been through, what my transformation looked. If I can share it, and if I can in some way help somebody, I am pleased with that. So yeah.
Oh, thank you. All right, everyone. See you later on the next episode of Welcome to Channeling. Bye-bye. Click the link below to receive your very own free soul play meditation, reboot, or soul song.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Welcome to Channeling. Till the next episode, own your stage and play on. Hot Muffin Media.